Hello, how are you? I am Kalua. I am so happy to be here with you today. I wanted to come and, well, say hello and do just a quick little short reading with you today. A lot of change going on lately. Okay. We're in a time of change, and you know how change can go. It can be a little uncomfortable, it can be wonky. And, on top of that, we're in a waning moon, right? Last quarter moon. So the moon is getting smaller, which means this is the time that we're releasing things. We're releasing what doesn't work for us anymore. We're letting go of old wounds, maybe. So that coupled with change might have us sort of in a frame of mind where we're focusing on all of that, but then remembering what you focus on grows. And tomorrow is 11/11. So, one, right, being the number of beginnings, manifestation. Okay. So, tomorrow is a big manifestation day. And so, I wanted to come and pull a few cards with you today to maybe shift what we're focusing on, where our mind is at, so that we go into 11/11 sort of in that mindset of manifestation of this is what I want. And one of the things that I'll do, like sometimes I'll catch myself, well, will this, what if this, is this gonna, what da, da, da. And then I'm like, "Psst, stop all that." Like I'm wondering, I'm not claiming, right? And so I'll shift it into I desire this to happen, not even I want, because I want sounds still kind of lack to me. It doesn't sound like I'm claiming it. So I'll say I desire, because to me that feels more powerful. So, of course, obviously, whatever works best for you. But that's some of the shift that I like to do. And then the other thing that I just kind of wanted to mention was, the idea of 11/11 being a powerful manifestation day because it's the number one repeated, it's new beginnings. But isn't it, to me, it's so funny because we've kind of always known this, right? Remember, being a kid and it was like, it's 111, make a wish, And so it just, whether you believe in it or not, it just sort of brings some of that magic back into life because who says we have to let that go? Who says we can't believe in stuff anymore? Who says we have to grow up and be serious tomorrow? You know, like let it be fun. That's what you're here for is fun, enjoyment, pleasure. Go, yes, there's going to be the other emotions that go with it, but that's so you get to value the ones you really enjoy that much more. Okay. So that's what I have to say about all that. Let's go ahead and let's see. So I'm gonna start with the moon card. I'm gonna just pull one moon card for you today, kind of get sort of the overall theme, and then I'm gonna pull three of the Gaia cards to give us a little bit more clarification on it. Okay, and I choose Gaia because this the Earth season, right? We're in fall, which is Earth season. It's grounding. It's yeah, all that good stuff. So here we go. So, whether you are watching this with me live now, and if you are watching this with me live now, go ahead and say hello. Oh, I don't know what's happening over on Instagram. Something weird seems to be happening. Um, bear with me if it is. But if you are watching live, go ahead and say hello so I can say hi back. I love to know if you're here and just be in the space with you. If you are watching the replay, you are still part of this collective energy. This is for you as well. And of course, always, taking what resonates, trusting your intuition. That was our affirmation today, actually, in O Shift Here We Grow, is I trust my gut and my heart, right? So there's more to it, but I didn't memorize it. I'm not sure what's going on overhead. Hey, Marie, so nice to see you today. I do. Yes, I do read it. And actually, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Yeah, it looks like my Instagram may have paused. So I'm kind of trying to hold on and let it do its thing here for a second, but it is what it is. As Marie says, the tech gremlins, right, Marie? But yes, I'm glad you mentioned I do readings, and actually I'm opening up, through the end of the year, I've got about 5 spots open for private intuitive transformation readings. So, reach out if you would like to get one of those done. I love them. I love doing them, but I love just being in that space with people because, it's just like I go to somebody else for clarity for me, right? It's just so much easier to see from the outside when you're in it. Sometimes it's just so convoluted. It's mucky, and having some outside guidance and clarity can really just open things up for you. And it's, for me, so fun and so rewarding to just be able to do that with people and to see their load just lighten right in front of my face. I love it. All right. So here we go. Yeah, it is, right? Okay. And one more. Here we go. Let's see. Then there we go. I'm back over here too now. Tech gremlins are really working for me today. So protection, the overall theme from the moon is this in this phase. So let's get a little bit of clarity on that. And immediately, some of the things that I'm thinking here, what's showing up is, as I mentioned, we're in a time of change, right? We are really being pushed right now. And we're also releasing. We're releasing old patterns, beliefs, wounds, traumas, all of that stuff. And Sagittarius, I love Sag. No wonder I love you so much. And sort of what I'm getting is a lot of that stuff that we're releasing has been our protection. It has been the things that we've had in place to protect ourselves for a long time, possibly. And letting that go can feel like you feel naked. What is it? Naked and afraid, right? Out there in the wilderness with nothing. Change is an understatement. Yeah. It's been, and even if you just don't even know what it is you're feeling, you just might be feeling the feels right now. It's okay. You're in good company. Okay. So, but let's see. One more. Okay. So right here. Okay. In here. All right. Okay. So we have thinking of you. Okay. We have ocean of eternal love. And we have enchanted forest. All right. Thinking of you, loving thoughts. This may be about someone who is thinking about you actively, maybe somebody you're hoping is thinking about you, or A lot of times as we're releasing things, it tends to have to do with people from our past. Um, yeah, yeah, Maria, I hear, I see you, and I hear you. Um, this can be, how do I want to say? This can be about people who have maybe contributed to our beliefs, right? The things, the walls we've put up to protect ourselves, the things that we have created, um to be safe. And then oftentimes, do you find yourself wondering, do they think about you too, or do they reflect back on that time, or so I think this is an indication that yes, yes, they do. I also think that, so this is like a twofold one again. um I say again because many times when I do readings, the cards will have a twofold meaning. But this is also about loving thoughts for yourself, giving yourself some grace, some compassion, um, and allowing yourself to love every version of you, past and present, and who you're becoming, even, right? And remembering that everything that you've done up till now has led you to this place and is leading you to the next place. And so, sometimes maybe in our current wisdom, we look back and say, "Oh, maybe I didn't handle that with the best, with my best abilities." Well, or maybe you did in that moment because that was what your wisdom was then. Now you go back and you say, "Oh my goodness, I was triggered. I was, and I love myself. I love myself and I forgive myself, and it's okay, and it's gotten me here." Right? So, loving thoughts for yourself and loving thoughts from others. Okay? Okay, the ocean of eternal love, healing, creativity, fertility. In healing, in releasing all of this, all of the old, one of the things that has been coming up a lot lately is the idea that, almost like, that there's this line in the sand. Everything from before now is moot as far as possibilities go. So sometimes we've had these experiences where, maybe we weren't as successful when we tried something that we wanted to go for. And now we say, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that again. It didn't work last time." No, that's moot. That's moot. There's like this whole new possibility now because of all of the change that's been happening, all of the stuff. And while, yes, it feels wonky and it's uncomfortable, it has opened up an entirely new paradigm for you. All right. So all of the old rules no longer apply. Okay. So maybe it didn't work because you didn't believe, or maybe there was just a little shift that you wanted to make in it. Maybe you went for it, but like your gut and your heart said, "Oh, something's a little off with this," because you weren't fully being authentic, like you were doing that thing. And I've been so guilty. Like, hello, Marie just said, "I didn't know you did readings." Yeah, right. Because I've hidden that for a really long time. And we have those wounds and we say, "Oh gosh, if I totally put myself out there, people aren't going to like it. They're going to call me a witch. They're going to," right? They're going to say the things. And so you didn't fully, vulnerably, rawly, rawly, is that a word? Authentically do it in that full, vulnerable, whole way. Okay. And now you do. Now you go for it. Now you do it. And so the old rules no longer apply. You get to be successful now because now you're following your gut and your heart. This one is talking about creativity, fertility, right? So as we shift into 11:11 tomorrow, what is it that pulls at you, right? Because a big part of what I do in my community is support you in being in your purpose, in following your heart's desires. Because, I mean, otherwise you're just trying to fulfill expectations, which is not fulfilling to you. So we shift out of that. We shift out of all of that and we get into being on purpose, being in your purpose, fulfilling, what do I desire? So that's what I want you to start to shift to as we get into tomorrow, right? And really start thinking about it today. What do I desire? What has it that's been sort of nagging at me, like to go for it again, maybe, or to go for it for the very first time, to be in my full self, naked, right? Out there for the whole world to see, and trust that they have loving thoughts for me. Okay. Trust that, if somebody judged me in the past, that was part of pushing me into unconditionally loving myself first. And now I don't care as I really truly put myself out there. All right. Yeah, right there. And the last one is Enchanted Forest. Mystery, magic, excitement, very much the feminine qualities, right? Trusting. the the potential is ever changing. No one can say, I can tell you exactly what's going to happen, okay? Because there's free will, right? You have choices at all times. You can choose to move forward, you can choose to back down, right? It might look like you're going to go forward and then at the last minute you back down, or the opposite. So the potential energy is there, but there's no guarantee. There's no, if you do, this is what's going to happen in your future, right? It's ever changing. It's like, what is that? Every time you put your foot into water, it's a different body of water, right? Because it's moved, it's changed. The sand is different, right? Everything is different. So there is no guarantee. There's only that mystery, that magic, that excitement. You get to be excited. And again, that childlike, that new beginning, right? Be in wonder of, oh, okay, I'm going to do it. I wonder what's going to happen. Don't worry about the how. Just go for it. Just embrace, just be so fully authentically you, and take one step towards what it is that moves you into your heart, into your purpose. Okay. Just a little bit more. And also shifting the way you look at it, shifting the way your mind sees it. And so when you get worried, okay, when you get worried about it, like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it, what if this, what if that, what, right? And we start to freak out. Pull it back, catch yourself, give yourself those loving thoughts, give yourself that grace. We all do it. The monkey mind is trying to protect us. So thank you for trying to protect me. I love you and I appreciate you. But that's all moot now, right? We've got this new line in the sand. We're moving forward. It's all new rules, baby, right? It's all new. So it's the unknown, and we get to see what it's going to be now. And we're not going to limit ourselves. So we're going to reprogram our mind to expect that the whole universe is conspiring for us, right? That everything is happening for me, not to me. And so keep shifting back into that high vibration, positive manifestation kind of mindset, especially tomorrow. I really want you to watch your thoughts tomorrow and just, 24 whole hours to just shift your thoughts back to expecting the best. Okay. I mean, I could do that for 24 hours, right? And so this phrase, this mantra that I learned from someone many moons ago is popping into my head. So I want to share it with you, and I want you to really use this. I am positively expecting great results. No matter what I see in front of me, the universe is rearranging itself for my best interest right now. I am positively expecting great results. No matter what I see in front of me, the universe is rearranging itself for my best interest right now. And one more time for those in the back. I am positively expecting great results no matter what I see in front of me. The universe is rearranging itself for my best interest right now. Yeah, it is. Thanks, Marie. And I say that 3 times, honestly, because that's a really great number for manifestation, for, again, like, you can, the woo woo with the pragmatic is what I tend to do, but it's like, it's almost like you can feel it click in your brain as it reprograms things. So 3 is a really magic number for doing things. I'll do 3 breaths. And after belly breaths, right? 3 belly breaths will calm any situation down. The shoulders drop. 3 times I read our affirmations, right? So in O Shift Here We Grow, we get the affirmation text to us every morning. 3 times I read those and I'll tap it into my heart, right? All the time. 3. Yes. Okay. I hope that this was super helpful. I would love for you to put in the comments what it is that you desire, what you are manifesting tomorrow. Putting it out into the universe would be super exciting. And I would love to celebrate you and manifest that with you. So that's what I've got. I hope that it was super helpful. As I mentioned, I have spots open through the end of the year to do one-on-one, little bit longer, well, much longer readings, to the intuitive transformation, to get that clarity. Great way to enter the winter season, that season of reflection, okay, which is coming up. And yeah, a lot of shifts happening in my world and in the way I do things. So, stay tuned and keep watching. I just put out a post recently, so go check out my profile there. And I have like save the dates, right? All kinds. I've got the moon readings. I've got the winter solstice workshop coming up. All kinds of beautiful things happening to support you in your journey into living your purpose. All right. I see you. I love you. I believe in you. And thank you for being here with me today. Oh, I am manifesting the answers to my housing situation, whether to buy the current house or buy another house or rent another house, how that affects my son's graduation in June, and figuring out if I need to work part-time. Yeah. These are great. Whew, yeah, I am sending that energy to you for the clarity. Yes, and I'll send you that thing, Marie. Yeah, I'll send you that post. Yeah, that clarity. And I love that because, I have a friend who it's like, whenever something comes up like, ooh, this is really cool, I want to do this, she knows how to hustle up money, right? Like, it's like, she'll be like, hey, let me do the stuff. and I'm going to hustle up some money for it. And it's like never an issue of do I have? It's like, hey, I'm going to just quick hustle that up. And I love that about her. I think that is the coolest thing. I think that is really cool because I think no matter what level you're at financially, we get used to that level. And then when new things come along, it always feels like, oh, you need a little bit more, right? Because we're already using that. Like we're at that. That's our oh, what is that? Saturation. It's not, it's a science term and I can't think of it right now. Sorry. That like, but satiation, I guess, right? Level. So it's like, well, if I want to do this extra thing, I want to hustle up a little extra money. And so it's like, okay, how do I do that? How am I going to hustle that up? And a part time thing is a great idea. Like, however it is, that again, coming back to the heart, coming back to the heart, listening to the downloads. This is a really powerful time of year for, the veil is thin and receiving those downloads. So one of our affirmations this week too was I clear my mind by getting into my body, right? And so how whatever that means for you, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's moving around, whether it's shaking. Oh my gosh, I'll shake like right? And just get out of my head. All that kind of stuff. Really good. And yes, lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I see you. I love you. I believe in you. Mwah! Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.